So guys, in this video we are going to work on the damage of our bullet cell. So let's click and make a new script, and I'm going to call it do damage. So now I'm going to open it. So inside of that, first we want to give the damage amount. So public int damage, and as a default I'm going to give it 1. So now I'm going to delete the start and update function. We don't need them for now. And I'm going to use onTiger into 2D. So this function helps us when the collider, the trigger collider comes to the another trigger collider, then this code will get read. So live controller, I'm going to pass the information to the live. Then here we are going to write, I'm going to change the collision to other. So other dot get component. The component that we want to get is our live controller. That means when the collider, so when the bullet collide with anything else, we are going to pass this information to the live. Under that, if live is exist, that means if we have an object to hit, so not null, that means exist. But this is means not equal to null, means that if our object that the live controller script attached to it is exist, then what we want to do, we want to give a damage to the live. And here we pass the damage amount to it. And next step, we are going to destroy the game object. So we want to destroy our bullet in this, because this script we are going to attach to the bullet, we are going to destroy the game object. So now let's save it. So I hope you get all of it. I wrote some information for you. So that means here we pass the info of the object that the script live controller attached to it to the live. And after that, we are going to check if the object with the live controller script in it exists. If yes, then we want to do this. And here we are going to give a damage to that live. Then we want to destroy that object. So now I'm going to attach this script to prefab to the bullet. So they have automatically damage of 1. Then also we want to attach that to our enemies and object as well. As soon as the object they hit us, we want also get damage as well. Maybe we can give the damage of 3 to them. So now let's go and make an animation. For that, I'm going to ship explosion. We have this explosion. I'm going to select the first one and the last one. I'm going to bring them in our scene. in our asset, I'm going to create a new folder and call it animation. Inside of that, I'm going to so put all our animations and call it explosion number 1. So now I'm going to window, animation, and here animation. And I'm going to attach it first here and then here. So now we can play it and you see how does it look like. But right now the animation is have the loop. So as you see here, when I play, it's going to repeat again and again. And we don't want that. So let's go to our window. Then I'm going to Animator here. And after that, we have the animation. Going inside, change it to from loop time. I'm going to uncheck it. So now it shouldn't get any any looping. So you see it didn't get looped. So this is because we didn't attach that explosion to our objects. I'm going to call it explosion number 1. So then I'm going to our prefab. But before I'm going to prefab, I prefer to make another script that we are going, because right now when we shoot, we make a lot of bullets. You see that lots of bullets is going to call and they are not going to destroy, and that's bad because after a while it gets a lot of CPU and it can cause the crash for our game. So now I'm going to stop it. So now I'm going to our script again, create another script, call it destroyer. So now I'm going to double click on it, going inside, and inside I want to we don't need to update. Here I'm going to pass in a variable public float destroy time. Then in a start function, as soon that that animation is happening, we want to destroy it. So destroy game object. And we want, as we see here, we have a float t, and that's the time, and we want to pass the destroy time to it. So now save it. So now I'm going to attach that destroyer to our animation and to say so which time it should get destroyed. As you see here, we have, when I'm going to double click on that, you see here the length of our animation is 0.5, and I'm going to give that time to that explosion, maybe 0.51. Okay, now let's see. You see, it's going to destroy them. So now Maybe I'm going to make it a little bit longer. Going to give it destroy time at 6:5, I think. So nice. Now I'm going to make our explosion to prefab. Then I'm going to attach that explosion to all our objects. So that we don't get that error that we have right now. But as you see, when we click, because it's going to damage ourselves, see, whenever I shoot, I'm going to call that function because our bullet is now have a connection to us as well, and we don't want that. So now I'm going to our live control script. Before we are going to change anything else, we want to change the sprite as well. Then call that start quoting here. And the quoting that we want to start is our taking damage. So now let's save it, going back to the game and give some layers to our object. So that here in the top right, I'm going to give it some layers. The first layer is our player. Then we want also the player bullet. And I want enemy, then enemy bullet. So now let's go give a player. I'm going to put it at layer player, just this object and not the child. For the metro, the pose of the metro and enemies as well, I'm going to give the enemy layer. So now we need to go to our prefab. That is our enemy bullet. I'm going to change the layer to enemy bullet, the player bullet to our player bullet. But right now, if we play it, nothing is happening because we did nothing actually. You see, still everything is happening again. So now I'm going to our edit. I'm going to project setting, physics 2D in our project setting. Now here we have the list of things that we want to collide with each other. So first, I don't want the enemy bullet collide with enemy bullet. And the second, I don't want enemy to collide with enemy bullet. So that is this two that we want. Now I don't want the player bullet collide with the player bullet, and also player collide with player bullet. So player not with player and player bullet not with player bullet. And also here enemy bullet, I don't want to collide with enemy bullet as well. So now let's check it. Now as you see that it worked fine. I'm going to change the So fire level at 1. As you see, they are going to turn to other color. So with this one is a little bit hard to see. So now I'm going to give a 3 hertz to our player, and when each time we get heat from the enemy, you see it become a 2. And if the object get hit with the object, we are going to get the damage as well and get -2. So that's work. So now that everything's work, I'm going to first delete this explosion effect from our scene because it's prefab. Second, I'm going also to make the folder called enemies, and inside I'm going to add our enemy as a prefab. Now save it and save the project. So now in the next video we are going to work on our player dying function as well. So see you in the next video.